European motorcycles spend half their lives on a dealership lift. That is not bad luck. That is a financial scam. Brands know this. That is why they make you finance $30,000 oil leaks. Today I am exposing 14 elite Asian motorcycles. What dominates, what fails, and what slaughters Western luxury. The bikes you are about to see are high performance, cost thousands lesser than many Western bikes, and are known for strong, long-term value and reliability. Let us get into it. Number 14, the Sym ADX 300, Taiwan. Urban commuting requires twist-and-go simplicity combined with suspension geometry capable of surviving broken city grids. Traditional scooters shatter their plastic fairings on deep potholes because they utilize small, inadequate wheels. Sym engineered a rugged, adventure-styled scooter that handles the decaying infrastructure of the modern metropolis. Sym manufactures millions of engines for global automotive brands. They utilize that massive industrial experience to engineer a reinforced steel underbone frame capable of withstanding heavy impacts. They abandoned the small 12-inch wheels of a standard scooter and installed larger cast aluminum wheels to roll over heavy road debris without bending the rims. It features a 278 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine. It utilizes a continuously variable transmission for seamless urban acceleration without requiring manual clutch manipulation. The suspension features long-travel telescopic front forks and twin rear shock absorbers to soak up heavy impacts. European maxi scooters command heavy premium prices. The ADX delivers rugged adventure styling, full LED lighting, and massive underseat storage for a fraction of the cost of a German or Italian scooter. It serves as a pragmatic financial tool for the daily working commuter. The continuously variable transmission relies on a heavy-duty rubber drive belt and internal roller weights. If the rider accelerates with a heavy throttle hand from every single stoplight, the rubber belt degrades rapidly and loses tension, causing the scooter to shudder upon acceleration. First, execute the roll-on test. Twist the throttle from a dead stop. If the power delivery stutters or hesitates, the internal rollers require immediate replacement. Second, inspect the plastic seams. Press firmly on the rugged plastic fairings. If they squeak or flex heavily, the internal plastic mounting tabs are broken from heavy curb strikes. The Sym manages the brutal city commute with ease. But what if the daily route requires twin-cylinder highway performance wrapped in premium maxi scooter armor? Number 13 crosses state lines. Number 13, the Kymco AK 550 Premium, Taiwan. Maxi scooters require heavy weather protection, unshakable highway stability, and twin-cylinder passing power. Traditional scooters lack the engine displacement to merge safely onto high-speed interstates. Kymco engineered a heavy touring machine that disguises itself beneath the sleek aerodynamic bodywork of a commuter scooter. Kymco spent decades manufacturing engines for premium European brands. They utilize that high-level engineering experience to build their own flagship engine block. The AK 550 utilizes a rigid cast aluminum frame, placing the engine firmly in the center of the chassis rather than mounting it directly to the rear swing arm. This structural design isolates the suspension and dramatically improves high-speed handling and cornering clearance. It features a 550 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It transfers power through a heavy-duty transmission and an exposed final drive belt. The front suspension utilizes inverted cartridge forks, and the braking system features premium Brembo radial mount calipers, gripping dual floating steel rotors. European maxi scooters command prices that rival full-sized economy cars. The AK 550 delivers Brembo brakes, heated grips, an electric adjustable windshield, and lean-sensitive cornering anti-lock brakes for thousands, less than the competition. The electrical stator system runs hot inside the engine cases. If the rider installs aftermarket electrical accessories like heated gear or heavy-duty fog lights, the heavy electrical load degrades the stator coils. When the stator fails, the battery drains rapidly, leaving the heavy scooter stranded on the highway shoulder. First, execute the voltage test. connect a digital multimeter to the battery terminals. If the charging voltage drops below 13.5 volts while the engine idles, the stator is failing. Second, inspect the drive belt. Look closely at the exposed final drive belt on the rear wheel. If the rubber teeth show cracking or fraying edges, the belt requires an expensive replacement. The Kymco masters the paved highway system. But what if the mission requires a lightweight, single-cylinder engine wrapped in premium British heritage? Number 12 shifts production to India. Number 12, the TVS Apache RTR 310, India. Entry-level naked motorcycles traditionally require massive compromises. European and Japanese brands strip out premium features to keep the retail price artificially low. TVS, an absolute titan of Indian manufacturing, completely shattered this tired rulebook. TVS built a massive global reputation by manufacturing small displacement engines for BMW. They took that elite European engineering experience, weaponized it, and engineered an aggressive street fighter that packs more electronic wizardry than modern superbikes, costing triple the price. It features a 312 cubic centimeter, liquid-cooled, reverse-inclined, single-cylinder engine. It produces 35 explosive horsepower. The chassis utilizes a lightweight steel trellis frame to maximize cornering agility. Competing entry-level machines offer basic digital screens and standard seating. The Apache RTR 310 delivers a climate-controlled heated and cooled saddle, dynamic cornering cruise control, a flawless bidirectional quickshifter, and a full-color TFT dashboard. It is an electronic marvel that undercuts the established global rivals by a significant financial margin. However, the highly strung reverse-inclined engine architecture produces severe high-frequency vibrations at highway speeds. When pushing past 6,000 revolutions per minute, the engine buzz transfers heavily through the foot pegs and the aluminum handlebars, numbing the rider's hands and feet on long journeys. First, execute the highway buzz test. Accelerate the motorcycle past 60 miles per hour. If the rear view mirrors blur violently, the engine mounts lack adequate rubber dampening. Second, inspect the electronic seat. Activate the revolutionary climate-controlled saddle. It relies on a highly complex thermoelectric Peltier module beneath the foam. If it fails to physically heat or cool the seat within 2 minutes, the internal wiring harness is completely compromised. The Apache RTR 310 dominates the urban technology war. But what if the riding route involves high-altitude mountain passes, deep river crossings, and heavy aluminum luggage? Number 11 climbs the altitude. Are you tired of dealerships holding your wallet hostage for basic maintenance? Hit that subscribe button and like this video right now. We are building an army of educated riders who refuse to pay the European luxury tax for fragile machines. Do not get scammed. Number 11, the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, India. High-altitude off-road expeditions require mechanical durability, heavy-duty suspension, and the ability to run on low-octane fuel. Traditional adventure bikes carry immense weight that hinders off-road navigation. Royal Enfield abandoned their historic air-cooled engine architecture to engineer a modern, liquid-cooled tool built specifically for mountain trails. Royal Enfield engineered the Sherpa 450 engine from a blank sheet of paper. They tilted the engine cylinder forward and positioned the airbox high above the motor to increase wading depth for deep river crossings. The dry sump lubrication system reduces the physical height of the engine block, increasing ground clearance without raising the rider's seat. It features a 452 cubic centimeter, liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine producing 40 horsepower. The frame is a heavy-duty twin-spar steel design. The suspension utilizes inverted Showa front forks, providing nearly 8 inches of wheel travel. It features a circular digital dashboard powered by Google Maps. European middleweight adventure bikes demand heavy premium pricing. The Himalayan 450 provides ride-by-wire technology, integrated navigation, and dedicated off-road chassis geometry for a fraction of the cost. It represents a pragmatic, highly capable machine for budget-conscious explorers. The water pump placement presents a severe vulnerability. Royal Enfield positioned the liquid cooling water pump on the lower right side of the engine block. Directly exposed to flying rocks and trail debris, a heavy impact from a loose stone cracks the pump housing, draining the engine coolant and leaving the rider stranded in the wilderness. First, execute the coolant leak check. Inspect the lower right side of the engine block. If green or pink coolant drips onto the aluminum skid plate, the water pump housing is compromised. Second, inspect the steering head bearings. Place the motorcycle on the center stand and push the front forks forward and backward. A clicking noise indicates worn steering bearings caused by severe off-road jumping. The Himalayan conquers the highest mountains. But what if the rider demands aggressive street performance, aerodynamic fairings, and a high-revving parallel twin engine? Number 10, shifts production to China. Number 10, the CF Moto 450 SS, China. The lightweight sports bike segment suffered from boring, linear power delivery and cheap suspension components. New riders lacked machines with engaging engine characteristics. CF Moto shattered that standard by engineering a lightweight sports bike that mimics the performance and sound of a heavy V-twin. CF Moto heavily benchmarked European engine designs. They engineered a parallel twin engine utilizing a 270-degree crankshaft offset. This specific firing order eliminates the dull drone of a standard parallel twin and replaces it with a strong, pulsing exhaust note. They utilized a lightweight crumbly steel frame and bolted aerodynamic winglets to the front fairing. It features a 450 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces 50 horsepower. The braking system utilizes a premium Brembo M432 radial mount front caliper gripping a single floating rotor. The suspension features inverted front forks and a multi-link rear shock. Japanese competitors offer basic axial mount brakes and standard telescopic forks for the same price. The 450 SS delivers Brembo braking performance, a full-color digital dashboard, and superior engine architecture. It provides heavy value in the entry-level segment. The dealership network and replacement parts supply chain remain inconsistent. While the motorcycle itself features strong engineering, obtaining replacement body panels or specific engine sensors after a minor track day crash requires long waiting periods. The rider remains at the mercy of international shipping logistics. First, execute the dashboard boot test. Turn the ignition key. The digital dashboard must boot up quickly and smoothly. If the screen flickers or freezes, the software requires a dealership update. Second, inspect the fairing fasteners. Check the plastic aerodynamic winglets. If they feel loose or rattle under light pressure, the internal mounting tabs are broken. The 450 SS rules the entry-level asphalt. But what if the mission involves navigating across a remote desert, requiring massive fuel capacity and a feather-light chassis? Number 9, hits the sand. Number 9, the Kove 450 Rally, China. Desert racing homologation requires massive fuel capacity, long travel suspension, and a feather-light dry weight. Heavy adventure bikes sink into deep sand. Kove engineered a street-legal, genuine Dakar rally replica that the general public can buy directly from a showroom floor. Kove is a manufacturer driven by hardcore off-road racing enthusiasts. They engineered a specific high-revving single-cylinder engine. To solve the fuel capacity issue without making the motorcycle top-heavy, they engineered 3 separate fuel tanks. 2 tanks flank the front engine frame, and 1 tank acts as the rear subframe. This centralizes the heavy mass low in the chassis. It features a 450 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine producing 52 horsepower. It carries 8 gallons of gasoline across the 3 separate tanks. The suspension boasts nearly 12 inches of heavy-duty off-road travel. The entire motorcycle weighs an incredibly light 320 pounds dry. Purchasing a factory-built rally replica from European brands costs the equivalent of a luxury car. Kove delivers a genuine competition-ready desert racer with massive fuel range for the price of a standard Japanese dual sport. The physical seat height creates a severe barrier for average riders. To accommodate the 12 inches of suspension travel, the saddle sits 38 inches off the ground. The seat foam is constructed from dense, rigid material designed for standing off-road, making seated highway touring an agonizing experience for the rider's lower back. First, execute the fuel transfer check. The motorcycle uses quick disconnect fuel lines to balance the gasoline between the three tanks. Inspect the plastic fuel line connectors near the engine block. If they seep raw fuel, the internal O-rings are damaged. Second, check the spoke tension. Tap the rear wheel spokes with a metal wrench. A dull sound indicates loose spokes caused by heavy off-road jumping. The Kove dominates the open desert, but what if the route involves crossing state lines on paved interstates, requiring massive luggage and heavy wind protection? Number 8 packs the bags. Number 8, the 𝐏𝐄𝐑 Motor SRT 800, China. Highway touring requires heavy wind protection, large luggage capacity, and stable highway geometry. Western touring machines carry high price tags that lock budget-conscious riders out of the segment. 𝐏𝐄𝐑 Motor engineered a heavyweight touring bargain that utilizes Italian design influence. 𝐏𝐄𝐑 Motor serves as the parent company for the historic Italian brand Benelli. They utilized Benelli's engineering blueprints to construct the SRT 800. They engineered a heavy-duty steel trellis frame capable of supporting a passenger and massive aluminum panniers. The engine is a large displacement parallel twin, tuned for mid-range highway passing power. It features a 754 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It transfers power through a 6-speed transmission. The suspension utilizes premium Marzocchi inverted front forks. The braking system features Brembo radial mount calipers. The SRT 800 delivers a full suite of touring equipment, including hard aluminum luggage, heavy-duty crash bars, handguards, and premium suspension components, for the base price of a stripped-down Japanese middleweight. It represents a massive cost saving for long-distance touring riders. The gravitational mass is a severe liability. The SRT 800 weighs nearly 600 pounds fully fueled with luggage. The mass sits high on the chassis. Navigating this heavy machine through a tight, low-speed parking lot requires strong clutch control. If the motorcycle tips past a certain angle, the rider lacks the physical leverage to stop it from falling. First, execute the fork seal inspection. Run a clean finger down the chrome slider of the Marzocchi front forks. If your finger collects heavy suspension oil, the heavy weight of the motorcycle has blown the internal fork seals. Second, check the subframe welds. Inspect the steel welds near the rear luggage racks. Cracks indicate the previous owner overloaded the aluminum panniers over rough terrain. The 𝐏𝐄𝐑 Motor manages the long highway. But what if the rider demands aggressive street fighter performance, explosive torque, and Austrian engine architecture? Number 7 bares its teeth. Have you ever been stranded on the highway because your expensive Western motorcycle blew a stator or leaked oil? I want to read your worst dealership horror stories. Drop a comment down below right now. Which brand completely failed you, and how much did they charge to fix it? Number 7. The CF Moto 800 NK, China. Middleweight street fighters require explosive torque, agile steering geometry, and upright ergonomics. CF Moto bypassed years of engine development by forging a strategic partnership with KTM. They utilized Austrian engineering to build a street brawler that undercuts the competition. CF Moto manufactures engines for KTM's global market. Through this partnership, CF Moto acquired the rights to use the legendary 𝐏𝐄𝐑 engine architecture. They bolted this highly potent, compact parallel twin engine into a proprietary chromoly steel tubular frame. They wrapped the chassis in aggressive, minimalist bodywork designed by European styling houses. It features a 799 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces 100 horsepower and 60 pound-feet of torque. It utilizes fully adjustable KYB suspension and J-Huan radial mount brake calipers. The dashboard is a massive 8-inch portrait-oriented digital screen. You are purchasing a KTM engine wrapped in a different chassis for a heavily discounted price. The 800 NK delivers premium engine performance, electronic cruise control, and advanced riding modes for thousands less than its European counterpart. The advanced electronic dashboard suffers from software instability. The massive screen integrates Apple CarPlay and complex navigation, but the operating system occasionally freezes or reboots during a ride. The Bluetooth connection drops frequently, requiring the rider to pull over and restart the motorcycle to reset the electronic control module. First, execute the electronics reboot test. Turn the ignition key on and rapidly toggle through the riding modes on the massive screen. If the screen lags, hesitates, or crashes, the software requires a firm update from the dealership. Second, inspect the coolant hoses. The 𝐏𝐄𝐑 engine runs hot in heavy traffic. Inspect the rubber hoses near the radiator for swelling or white crust, which indicates a slow coolant leak. The 800 NK rules the urban grid. But what if daily commuters demand proven reliability, long travel suspension, and Japanese engine architecture? Number 6 resurrects a legend. Number 6, the Honda NX500, Japan. Commuting through broken urban asphalt requires long travel suspension, a comfortable upright seating position, and proven engine reliability. Honda discontinued the legendary CB500X and replaced it with a sharper, lighter tool designed specifically for the modern urban environment. Honda utilized their legendary 471 cubic centimeter engine block. They engineered a new, lighter cast aluminum wheel design to reduce unsprung rotational mass, allowing the suspension to react faster to sharp potholes. They recalibrated the fuel injection mapping to deliver stronger low-end acceleration for darting through heavy city traffic. It features a 471 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine producing 47 horsepower. The chassis utilizes a diamond tube steel frame. The front suspension features premium show-a-separate function, fork big piston inverted forks. It utilizes dual front disc brakes. The NX500 delivers Honda's legendary build quality. The engine routinely crosses 100,000 miles with nothing but basic oil changes. It sips fuel efficiently, providing a heavy return on investment for daily commuters who want to avoid steep gas prices. The rear suspension lacks heavy-duty damping. While the motorcycle features adventure styling, it is not a dedicated off-road machine. If the rider attempts to navigate over large rocks or heavy trail washouts, the rear shock bottoms out firmly, transferring the heavy impact directly into the steel frame and the rider's spine. First, execute the rear shock bounce. Push down firmly on the passenger seat. If the rear end bounces back up rapidly like a pogo stick without controlled damping, the internal shock oil is degraded. Second, inspect the cast wheels. Check the lip of the front cast aluminum wheel. Heavy pothole strikes will bend the soft aluminum rim, causing a slow air leak. The NX500 masters the city commute. But what if the rider demands a high-revving track weapon that screams past 15,000 RPM? Number 5 shifts the paradigm. Number 5, the Kawasaki Ninja ZX4RR, Japan. Track enthusiasts mourn the loss of small displacement, high-revving four-cylinder engines. The market shifted to boring parallel twins. Kawasaki resurrected the glorious format of the 1990s by engineering a premium, high-revving supersport scaled down into a lightweight chassis. Kawasaki engineered an entirely new inline-4 engine block. They utilized lightweight forged camshafts and a massive ram air intake duct positioned in the center of the front fairing. As the motorcycle gains speed, the ram air system forces dense, pressurized air into the airbox, increasing top-end horsepower. The engine redlines at an incredible 16,000 revolutions per minute. It features a 399 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled inline-4 engine. The chassis utilizes a high-tensile steel trellis frame. The suspension features fully adjustable Showa front forks and a horizontal backlink rear shock. It includes a bidirectional quickshifter for clutchless shifting. This is a premium machine. However, instead of paying $20,000 for a liter-class superbike that cannot be used safely on public roads, the ZRX4RR delivers the exact same screaming four-cylinder auditory experience and premium suspension at a highly accessible price point. The factory exhaust system heavily chokes the engine, to meet strict global noise and emissions regulations. In its stock configuration, the engine feels restricted in the mid-range. To unlock the true horsepower potential, the owner must purchase an aftermarket exhaust system and flash the electronic control unit. First, execute the cold start idle test. Start the high-revving engine cold. Listen closely to the top of the cylinder head. A loud ticking noise indicates the valve clearances require a tedious, expensive adjustment. Second, inspect the fairing clearances. Check the gaps between the plastic fairing panels. If the gaps are uneven, the motorcycle was dropped during a track day. The ZX4RR dominates the track. But what if street riders demand strong mid-range torque and a chassis built specifically for real-world canyons? Number 4 rewrites the rulebook. Number 4, the Suzuki GSX8R, Japan. Real-world sports bikes require strong mid-range torque and comfortable ergonomics. Suzuki observed the market shift away from high-strung, uncomfortable supersports. They abandoned the inline-4 engine and engineered a superior street-focused parallel twin platform from a blank sheet of paper. Suzuki engineered a heavy-duty parallel twin engine utilizing a 270-degree crankshaft. To eliminate the severe hand-numbing vibrations inherent in this design, Suzuki invented a cross-balancer system. They positioned 2 independent balancer shafts at exactly 90 degrees to the crankshaft. This cancels primary engine vibration and delivers smooth power. It features a 776 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces 82 horsepower and massive mid-range torque. It utilizes a heavy-duty steel tubular frame instead of an aluminum perimeter frame. The suspension features show a separate function, big piston forks. The GSX8R delivers practical, usable street performance. It offers a standard bidirectional quick shifter, selectable riding modes, and traction control for a price that severely undercuts the European middleweight competition. It serves as a highly logical investment for canyon carving. The heavy steel tubular frame limits elite track day agility. While the steel frame provides excellent straight-line highway stability, it carries significant physical weight. When transitioning the motorcycle rapidly through tight, alternating corners, the heavy mass fights the rider's steering input compared to a lighter cast aluminum chassis. First, execute the quick shifter test. Ride the motorcycle in shift gears without the clutch. The transition must be seamless. If the gearbox binds or refuses to shift smoothly, the shift linkage sensor requires calibration. Second, check the engine cases. Inspect the left side of the engine near the water pump for any signs of weeping coolant from the mechanical seal. The GSX8R excels on the street. But what if the rider demands the low-slung, relaxed posture of an American cruiser, backed by flawless Japanese technology? Number 3 brings the heavy metal. Number 3, the Honda Rebel 1100, Japan. Heavyweight cruisers traditionally rely on heavy air-cooled V-twin engines that roast the rider's legs and lack cornering clearance. Honda engineered a superior cruiser by utilizing a Dakar-winning adventure engine block and wrapping it in a low-slung, agile chassis. Honda utilized the exact same Unicam engine architecture from their Africa twin. They recalibrated the heavy flywheel to deliver strong, low RPM pulsing torque. They engineered a tubular steel frame that securely cradles the engine, lowering the center of gravity. The foot pegs are mid-mounted, allowing the rider to lean the motorcycle heavily into corners without scraping metal on the asphalt. It features a 1,084 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. The rider can choose a standard 6-speed manual transmission or the advanced dual-clutch transmission. The braking system utilizes a single massive radial mount front caliper. It features electronic cruise control. Traditional American heavyweight cruisers demand steep price tags and expensive maintenance schedules. The Rebel 1100 delivers superior lean angles, selectable engine braking, wheelie control, and proven reliability for thousands less. It stands as the ultimate pragmatic cruiser. The microscopic fuel tank limits highway touring capability. Honda prioritized the narrow teardrop aesthetic of the gas tank. It holds a mere 3.6 gallons of fuel. When riding at high highway speeds, the large displacement engine consumes fuel rapidly, forcing the rider to stop frequently for gas on long road trips. First, execute the dual clutch engagement test. Put the transmission into drive. The engagement must be smooth without heavy clunking. A harsh engagement indicates degraded internal clutch fluid. Second, inspect the chain drive. Traditional cruisers use belts, but the Rebel uses a chain. Check the rear sprocket teeth for sharp, hooked wear patterns. The Rebel rules the cruiser segment. But what if the mission involves crossing a remote desert with zero electronic interference? Number 2, tackles the globe. Number 2, the Yamaha Tenere 700, Japan. Off-road expeditions require mechanical simplicity and rugged suspension. Modern adventure bikes became heavy, complicated computers on wheels, filled with fragile sensors. Yamaha stripped away the electronic screens and radar systems to build a pure, unadulterated dirt machine. Yamaha utilized their legendary CP2 cross-plane parallel twin engine. They engineered a dedicated double-cradle tubular steel frame designed to withstand heavy jumps and severe rock impacts. They kept the electronics minimal. There is no lean-sensitive traction control or complex engine mapping. The rider relies entirely on mechanical grip and throttle control. It features a 689 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It utilizes a massive 21-inch wire-spoked front wheel and an 18-inch rear wheel to roll over heavy obstacles. The suspension features fully adjustable KYB inverted forks with 8.3 inches of travel. The Tenere 700 offers unmatched off-road capability for a highly accessible price. By eliminating expensive electronic rider aids and full-color touchscreens, Yamaha kept the retail price low and the reliability high. It is an investment in pure mechanical durability. The high center of gravity and the harsh factory seat create a demanding ride. To achieve heavy ground clearance, the engine sits high in the frame. At low speeds, the motorcycle feels top-heavy. Furthermore, the stock seat is narrow and dense, resembling a wooden plank. Highway touring induces discomfort after a single hour. First, execute the skid plate check. Look under the engine block. If the aluminum skid plate is heavily dented or crushed inward, the previous owner subjected the frame to severe rock strikes. Second, inspect the spoked wheels. Check the aluminum wheel rims for flat spots or bends caused by running low tire pressure on heavy off-road trails. If this video just saved you thousands of dollars and steered you away from a financial nightmare, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel immediately. Do not forget to ring the notification bell. The Tenere handles the dirt, but the final machine on this list delivers the purest, most refined 3-cylinder street performance in the industry. Number 1 holds the crown. Number 1, the Yamaha MT09, Japan. Urban street fighters require explosive acceleration, telepathic steering geometry, and a riding posture that commands the chaotic city grid. Yamaha refined their 3-cylinder monster into a mechanical precision tool, eliminating the flaws of previous generations. Yamaha engineered the CP3 inline triple engine. It combines the strong low-end torque of a twin-cylinder with the high revving horsepower of an inline 4. They bolted this engine into a lightweight, die-cast aluminum delta box frame. They engineered acoustic amplifier grills into the fuel tank. As the engine inhales air, these grills project the heavy intake howl directly into the rider's helmet. It features an 890 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled inline triple engine producing 117 horsepower. The electronics suite relies on an aerospace-grade 6-axis inertial measurement unit, providing lean-sensitive traction control, slide control, and front-wheel lift control. The suspension features fully adjustable KYB components. European hyper-nakeds with similar 6-axis technology and horsepower output cost significantly more. The MT09 delivers premium electronic rider aids, forged spin-forged aluminum wheels, and an elite 3-cylinder engine for an aggressive price. It dominates the performance per dollar ratio. The steering geometry limits tight maneuvering. The cast aluminum twin spar frame is wide near the steering neck. This design severely restricts the turning radius of the front forks. When attempting to execute a tight U-turn in a narrow city alley or a crowded parking lot, the handlebars hit the steering stops early, forcing the rider to make a clumsy three-point turn. First, execute the quick shifter check. Ride the motorcycle and utilize the bidirectional quick shifter. If the gearbox resists upshifts under heavy acceleration, the shift rod requires mechanical adjustment. Second, check the engine cases. The CP3 engine is exposed. Inspect the lower engine covers for deep scratches, which indicate the motorcycle was dropped without frame sliders. The MT09 reigns supreme over the asphalt. Stay vigilant, keep the rubber side down, and I will catch you in the next video. It's coming up on your left. Click it. Let's go.